Amani channel with a free mini course on how to find music, where to find music, and how to use music with your videos. You know, music is so important because it can set the tone for your videos. It can help add emotion. It can help the audience relate and connect with the message you're trying to share. There are some do's and don'ts though when it comes to using music for your videos, which I'm going to cover in this course. All right, so just remember, you can't use every and anything that you hear, especially on the radio, for your music, whether it's for a corporate customer, for a corporate client, or for a client in general, or if you're creating videos for a YouTube channel. Why is that? You know, I've heard if you go to YouTube, you can find folks that use secular music all the time, but I would highly suggest that you don't do that, and this is why. Because the person, remember, the person or the company that has created the music, that has written the music, they'll have rights to that music track. It's called copyright. And basically it gives them permission to decide who can and who can't use their music, especially if it's for commercial purposes. So you just can't hear a song off the radio, download it from YouTube or download it from the internet, and then just assume that it's okay to use it for your client. I heard an example one time from a friend of mine who knew of a wedding videographer, and this wedding videographer actually used a secular track with one of his wedding clients' videos, and he got sued by the copyright holder, by the person who owned the publishing rights to that song, because he didn't use it with permission. All right, so you'd even think that a wedding video isn't something for public consumption, but you know, there are people who put their wedding videos on YouTube, etc. So that's just one case. And while you may not get sued if you are using your videos on YouTube, you know, YouTube can block. They have certain technology that allows them to identify the music track, who wrote the song, what company has rights to the song, and they can mute out your music track altogether or flag your account if they find out, or if their technology identifies a song that you don't have copyright to. All right, so it's always important to have the copyright or use a royalty-free track, or at least to be able to prove that you own the music track that you're using. Because remember, the copyright holder owns the rights to their music, and they can say yes, you can use it, or no, you can't. All right, so what are the options if you're looking to use music, or you want to use music? All right, so this is what I did when I first started my YouTube channel, my first YouTube channel, which is called My Urban Report, many years back. I had a couple people donate tracks to me. There was one guy that I worked with, and he said, hey, I have a couple music tracks that I've created. You may want to use these for your videos. And so he donated a couple of tracks, and one of them I used quite frequently back in the day. Another thing that I did was I had a student when I was first started teaching, and he was a music producer. And I just reached out to him one day. I said, hey, you know, Rob, can you send me 2 or 3 music tracks that I can use for my videos? He actually ended up sending me about 5 tracks altogether, and I've used a variety of them at one time or another. And so that is another option. Now, those are videos, those music tracks I've used primarily with my YouTube videos. If it was for a corporate client, sometimes you need to make sure that the music matches the tone, it matches the mood of the video. They may want a certain kind of feel to the music, and that's when some sort of royalty-free track will be very helpful for you. Now, there are some free places you can go online. I'm going to share some of them with you here in this video, where you can download free royalty-free tracks. There are also places where you can buy royalty-free tracks. Some of them are you know, quite affordable. I use a very affordable source, which I'm going to share with you at the end of this course. So stick around to the very end, because I'm going to actually give you a special deal just by hanging out and watching this course. All right, so let's get into the first one. So first of all, if you're on YouTube, if you're a YouTuber, did you know that there's already free tracks that you can download and use for your YouTube videos? You can find it at www.youtube.com/audio library/music. All right, and so there's actually free music that you can download, as well as sound effects. All right. Now, I personally haven't used any tracks off of YouTube because I have a small royalty-free library that I use, and I also have a source online that I use for music. All right, but they have music tracks here that you can search by genre. So I'll just we'll just do a search here. We'll just go rock. All right, and we'll just search there for rock, and then it pulls up, look, all sorts of rock tunes that you can use and download. Now, there are some copyright policies that YouTube has, so I would suggest you go ahead and check and read those. All right, there's also some music policies on YouTube that I suggest that you go ahead and check also. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll do the search again for rock music here. And then what you can do is you can of course preview the track so you can listen to it. Here's just a song called Rock Tune. It kind of has an acoustic feel. This one's called Heavy Drums and Bass. All right, we'll check out Texas Techno. All right, I'll do a quick search, one more search here of pop, just to give you another variety of By the Pool. All right, so you can see there's a variety of tracks that you can use here on YouTube. All right, I personally haven't used YouTube tracks. Like I said, I have my own library that I refer to that I use, but it definitely can and should be used if you have nowhere to go. If you're starting a YouTube channel and you want to use music, just download the tracks. Make sure the music matches the feel. You know, music is so important because it can create a mood, it can create that connection, it can help enhance the message that you're trying to share. So just download, I say download 3 to 4 tracks. Use the best track that sort of matches the mood that you're trying to communicate or that matches the mood of your video, and then take it from there. All right. Another source online is called audiojungle.net. All right, and it is part of the Envato market. I don't know if you're familiar with Envato, but they have different brands. They have Theme Forest, Code Canyon, Video Hive, Graphic River, Photo Dune, 3Dotion, and Audio Jungle is one of their brands. And with Audio Jungle, you can download. These are all royalty-free tracks that are user-generated, and so it's like an open marketplace. So if you're a beat creator, you can submit your songs and get a commission for the songs that you sell. Or else you can just go here if you want to be a customer and you're looking for tracks. And this is a source that I've also used. And the tracks are all fairly affordable from, you know, I think they go down from $1 all the way to like the most, I've bought tracks for like $30. You can see that most of these tracks here are $19, all right? So you can once again do a search and then you can listen to the track. So we'll just go ahead and do rock here.
Audio Jungle.
Well, that says blues rock hip hop, so that's a little bit of a hybrid track there, right? Let's see, listen to this one, Rock the Beat.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe we can do rock and roll. That does not sound like rock to me. Does it sound like rock to you? All right, let's see what this is. This is all hip hop music items. Oh, let's do this here. There are some filters on there. All right, this should be better now.
Audio Jungle.
Okay.
Audio Jungle.
All right. So you can see that they have a variety of tracks. Now with Audio Jungle, when you download a track from them, unless you can you can preview a track, you'll hear this little what they call it, audio watermark. So you can hear it say Audio Jungle throughout the track here.
Audio Jungle.
Right there. All right, that's called a watermark, and basically that prevents you from just downloading the track and using it without paying for it, because you can go ahead and once you set up your account with Audio Jungle, you're able to download their tracks basically for free just to preview them and try them with your music. But that music will have a watermark until you purchase it. All right, so that's just the heads up. All right, so Audio Jungle is another source. Certainly, if you'd like to check them out, I would advise you do so, or try them out at least. The third source, which is the one I recommend, is going to a site called Cinephonics. And Cinephonics is basically a production music library where they have royalty-free tracks, a library of royalty-free tracks that you can purchase. It's all been cleared for copyright. They have the rights to sell the music, and basically you can use the songs in perpetuity once you purchase a track. And so, I've used they reached out to Web Video Chef, so we're doing a little trial with them right now. And so I've downloaded a couple of their tracks and used them with my beats. I'm really happy with the variety and also the quality of the music that you can find here at cinephonics.com. And so we'll just do another search here, all right? So we will enter keywords. We'll search for rock. See what comes up here. You can see here there's a description, so it has like a 70s, 60s, 70s thriller theme with a hot bass riff. Here's a little retro track here. We'll see how this one sounds. All right, we'll do one more. There's another retros track, 30 seconds. Oh, it's a variety of that one. All right, so I like hip hop tracks, so we'll go hip hop just to search it. I'm gonna show you a few things you can do with Cinephonics here. So after you find a track, or you have the tracks that you like, let me see here. Here's Hustle. Kind of has a Dr. Dre sound, Dr. Dre vibe. Kind of funky for a music bit. All right, so let's say that I like that track. All right, so a few things you can do. You can just heart it, and you can basically add the tracks to a playlist folder. So you can create a playlist folder, and we'll call this a new folder. And you can call this Hip Hop ACs. Hip Hop. You can put a description in there. You can set either public or private. I assume that when it's public, it can be displayed on the Cinephonics website, so you can share it with others, so it kind of has a social feature. And then we'll go ahead and add now. All right. So you can do that, and it basically is a way where you can categorize all the songs that you like. And so I'll play one more here. That's pretty funky. Which track was that now? Was that Juxtapose? Yeah, it was Juxtapose. All right, so we'll add this one. And let's see. Here goes AC's Hip Hop. So we'll just add it now. All right. I'll look for a couple more here. Though I like that beat, I just be concerned that the whale might be a little bit distracting. All right. That's funky. All right, so you can see the process there. So that's how you create folders. That's how you go select things. Once you're ready to check out your track, so once, let's say you like a song, you basically add it to your cart. So let's just say you like this one. Well, let's say you like Block Roll. You add it to the cart there. Let's see what the plus sign does. All right, so you can see you have a couple different options there. You have a 30-second version, a minute 16 version, and then you have a 2-minute version. So if you plus it, you're basically adding all those tracks, and if you minus it, you're just adding that specific track. All right. So then when you're ready to check out, it's really easy. You just go to the checkout, and you just agree to the terms and conditions. You confirm your order. You go ahead and pay for your order at that point during the checkout, and then you can download the track. All right, and that's how simple it is. All right, so it's super easy. Just go ahead and download the audio tracks, the music tracks from Cinephonics, and you can go ahead and start editing them in your editing software. And that's what I'm going to show you in part 3 of the course, is how to edit. We're going to show you how to edit with iMovie. We're going to show you Final Cut Pro and ScreenFlow. Now, I'm actually using ScreenFlow right now to create this whole course. It's an awesome program for creating courses, for making videos, and doing screencasts. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.